Hi guys, hope you are doing well. So tonight we are going to be discussing all the Ragebreed Records bands this evening, and we're going to be giving you a quick update. And also we will be talking about the newly released Ragebreed Magazine issue 2, and where you can actually buy the magazine with the 2 CDs. We are actually looking at possibly giving away both the magazines, issue 1 and issue 2, for free. But if you want the compilations that go along with it, you buy it from the link. So people can have the option of whether to have the compilation CDs or not. So if that does happen, that will come in force in the next couple of days, and it will just basically make sure that we reach a sufficient amount of people. It also means everyone can get the exposure that they deserve. Bands can share the magazine about, um, and I think it will probably be the better deal, in all honesty. So that's what we're planning on doing. So if you are someone who likes to hold a compilation CD in your hand and you want to see, all the bands that are on the compilation, then obviously buy the $4.99 link from our stores as normal.
Buy from www.ragebreed.bigcartel.com.
This is Rad Ray Terrell from MX the American, and you're listening to Ragebreed Radio.
Hi, Paul Laughlin here from the Unsigned Metal Depot. You are listening to Ragebreed Radio.
Howdy, Gary Lee Conner here, former Screaming Tree and Psychedelic Gourmet. I'd like to say thanks to Karina for a great interview in the first issue of Ragebreed Magazine's Classic Corner section, which you can go buy at www.ragebreed.bigcartel.com. And while you're over there, also check out the history of my old band, Screaming Trees. And for a ton of psychedelic goodies that I've cooked up over the years, go to garyleeconner.bandcamp.com, where you can stream all my music for free and buy something if you like, especially my new album, Revelations in Fuzz, which will be coming out on Vincibus Eruptum Records on vinyl in early 2021. So thank you to all you humans, cats, and dogs out there. Stay safe and well hidden, and support Ragebreed by going to the channel right now to subscribe. Be seeing you.
Massive thanks to Gary Lee Conner from Screaming Trees there. Those of you that don't know, unfortunately, Mark Lanigan passed recently, which is a very, very sad news. We're very big Screaming Trees fans, so that was, very sad to hear. Heart goes out to Gary during this time and those closest. So in terms of issue 2, okay, so like I say, we will be bringing that out and issue 1 out as well as completely free. And those who want the compilations would go to our links to obviously to www.ragebreed.bigcartel.com to buy if you want the compilation CDs with the magazine. If you don't and you just want to view the magazine as a flip book, that will be coming out to you shortly, and we will be putting that through our websites and get it all embedded and all that kind of thing. So you guys will be able to see, or possibly we might just show, give you a link, but we'll work all that out soon. The main thing really is for you guys to know that a lot of hard work was put into it, despite a lot of illnesses that I was battling at the time, including getting COVID at some point too. So that really kind of sucked. Also, this episode is also going to be focusing on the new releases by Ragebreed Records. Now, with Mindlapse, we don't have our new single out just yet. That's going to be probably looking at May time. But, however, we do have Blow It Up, taken from the Brotherhood release that's coming up. And we also have Road to Thunder, which is going to be another single release coming from Rough and Rude. So you've got these great releases to look forward to. We also have the self-titled Lake of Dreams track that I wrote, a long time ago when I, went with John Mitchell at the Outhouse Studios to record, and we were going to release it as a single, as a self-titled. So that's going to be coming out shortly in May as well. I have actually played it before on the radio, so you guys can hear it. So that's all good. So all is good in the world. So just to let you know now, we're going to be playing Blow It Up by Incognito Theory. Let me know what you think. It's a bloody awesome song, and I literally, made the video for them the other night so we can get it out there and stuff. And let me know what you think. I think it's an absolutely superb track. This is called Blow It Up by Incognito Theory, released by Ragebreed Records.
When I was 18, had a dream of my own. Big rock star living like a rolling stone. In the 80s, California was the way. Now I'm cruising Nashville or even Vegas, baby. We still swinging. Time to blow it up. Sipping on fire. Light it up, roll the dice. Let's blow it up. Ride the wind down Sunset Strip. Got my shades on, wind in my hair, and my girl around my hip. Cruising down Hollywood Lane. We live for sin and in the fast lane. We still swinging. Time to blow it up. Sipping on fire. Light it up, roll the dice. Let's blow it up. It's time to blow it up, baby. Ha ha, yeah. We still swinging. Time to blow it up. Sipping on fire. Light it up, roll the dice. Let's blow it up. Let's blow it up. We still swinging. Let's blow it up. We still swinging. Let's blow it up. Let's blow it up. Ember slowly burning out. The fire of faith has been down. I'm not this wandering. Toss foolish.
What's going on, everybody? This is Dave Incognito, lead vocalist and founder of Ragebreed recording artist band Incognito Theory. I just want to take this time to say thank you so much for your continuous support of Incognito Theory. Today is our release day digitally, worldwide. You can stream it on Spotify, and you can buy it on Apple Music, play it on Pandora, and there's many more other streaming sites coming real soon. But I just wanted to say thank you to my team over at Ragebreed Records in the UK. Of course, my CEO, Miss Karina. Very happy. Johnny over in Rough and Rude, and all the bands on the label, man. Really, really, really great team, man. We've all been working really hard together. But most of all, I want to give the biggest shout out to my boys who made this record happen, man. The Band of Brothers, the Order of the Phoenix, my cousin, the drummer, backing vocalist, Mr. John Moscow. You also could find him at 60 Miles Down. He's got some new shit coming out. He's the singer of that band. Dave Crum, man, it was a blast working with you, brother, and I'm sure this won't be the last. On lead guitar, our brother, Mr. Steve Bloodgood, welcome back, dude, on lead guitar, dude. You totally killed it on Smoking Gun and on Fired Up. And of course, one of my mentors, Mr. Mike LaPont of Symphony X, Ross the Boss, and Mike LaPont Sound Assassins. He's also in another project called Dead Risen with my dear friend, Mr. Roddy Rivera, man. Really, really great guy, dude. So if you want to check them out, check them out. Yeah, this was really cool, man. We had like a really awesome time doing this. We're actually in the middle of working on another EP. There will be another video coming out. It's called Smoking Gun from this record, so you're gonna have to stay tuned for that. It's gonna be real fun. Wow, so much to say. I can't thank everybody enough. You know, they say that the best things happen to those who wait. You know what I mean? So I gotta say this, and I say this from the heart, to my producer, the boss, my brother from another mother, Mr. Steve Zing, bassist of Danzig, drummer of Sam Hain. He did, you know, over at Trick or Treat Studios, man, he really helped us kill it, man, and man, he kicked my ass. I'm gonna tell you, man, when I went to do my vocals, man, that dude really kicked my ass. So, time to light it up, man. Make sure you get your copy, man. If not, stream it. Let us know what you think. Send us your thoughts and everything. Me and the boys over at Incognito Theory, we love you so much. Go to incognitotheory.com. There will be hard copies coming at ragebreed.biz, www.ragebreed.biz. To all the radio stations that have been playing the shit out of us, man, I tell you, man. It's been crazy. It's been one crazy ride. And so, yeah. Yeah. Watch it go, baby. And we love you all, man, seriously. And this is awesome. This is awesome. You know, I mean, we had an amazing director, man. He's been a part of this team forever. Mr. Mark Patrick, a.k.a. Smokey, baby, Smokey. Yeah, Smokey, smoke that 420, motherfucker. Hell yeah. But yeah, man, we're so super stoked, man. I'm in such a great mood today, man, and in such high spirits, and I owe it all to our fans and our family and everything. So much love, and get ready, because this is only the beginning. I assure you this, the next bag down is going to be serious. Even more serious than this. So, we love you all. Keep it rocking. And it's always rock and roll with your boys in the mighty Incognito Theory. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Peace.
Hey there, I'm Dave Ingram from Benediction. Now, I recently had an interview with Karina in the Headbanger section of Ragebreed Magazine, the first edition. Now, my experience has been excellent, and I can highly recommend the magazine, and I highly recommend that you check it out. Alright? Now then, let's see, where would it be? It is, I'll just look on the screen here, ragebreed.bigcartel.com. So check it out, and also check out our new album Scriptures, out on Nuclear Blast Records. That's Benediction. Cheers guys, stay metal, stay safe.
Fading into dreams, opening the
Hi guys, this is Karina from Mindlapse. We are now signed to Ragebreed Records.
Ragebreed Records presents Mindlapse.
Female Princess That Is Metal.
Members from the UK and the US.
New lineup featuring Karina A Sher, founding member of Mindlapse.
Karina started the band in 1996. She was signed by Holier Than Thou Records, however now has released all Mindlapse material via her label Ragebreed Records.
Jimmy Mitchell, lead guitarist.
Jimmy Mitchell has joined the band Mindlapse recently and has decided to be the main guitarist of Mindlapse and will be co-writing with the rest of the members in the band.
Michael Cook, second guitarist.
Michael Cook is the most recent member recruited for Mindlapse for the up-and-coming metal album. He is going to be playing guitars for the band and co-writing.
Bass player, drummer, and keyboardist wanted for Mindlapse to record the next studio album through Ragebreed Records. If you are interested, get in touch with the band through the Mindlapse Facebook page.
Mindlapse was voted one of the best UK female-fronted metal bands by MRC.
Mindlapse have been around since 1996. They have experimented with different subgenres within metal. The next studio album will be melodic death metal.
They have a single out called Haunted, which has 2 tracks on it. One is called Haunted, the second track is called The Prophecy. These tracks are available to be heard on Spotify and available to buy from most downloadable sites.
Expect brutal for the new album.
Mindlapse have had a 4K review in Kerrang! Magazine. They have been interviewed in Metal Hammer Magazine. They have also been in the top 10 charts for both Takeover Radio and BBC Radio Leicester. They have also been printed in the top 10 for NME Magazine. On top of this, the band have been on tour with the likes of Cancer and Insomnium, Cruel Humanity and Gutworm in 2005. They shared a tour bus with Insomnium. The band also have played with bands such as Napalm Death, Skindred, In Me, Vacant Stare, Rachel Stamp and King Prawn. The band have also played Rock and Blues Festival and a variety of different Ragebreed festivals also. They have played many all-dayers in London and also have played venues such as Rock City, Bradford Rios, Sheffield Corporation and the legendary Coco in Camden in London. The band have also been interviewed by the legendary Malcolm Doane from Total Rock Radio. Karina has also had interviews with Misery Point Radio. Also, UG Media, Metal to the Ashes, Fistful of Metal, and many more radio stations. The band are going to be plugged internationally and have been having a lot of positive response from different radio stations. The band is expected to go on tour once COVID is over and will be releasing a studio album later on this year.
Hello, no one is available to take your call at this time. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hi guys, I'm Johnny Chadwick from Rough and Rude. I just wanted to say I'm a proud member of Ragebreed organization. Karina and the family at Ragebreed are the best in the business. They know exactly what they're doing, and I'm so proud to be a part of it. I want to say Ragebreed will be in the studio in June, and we'll be coming out with a new album called Road to Thunder. So, can't wait for that one. And don't forget, every Saturday, Johnny Chadwick from Ragebreed has a radio show on Ragebreed Radio called Johnny's Rock Corner. It's all that beautiful rock sleaze from the 80s, 90s, and today. So sit back and enjoy. With a mask on, don't be silly, put a rubber in your willy, and do not drink and drive. Peace.
Each wind between my legs, a rumble fills my soul. The valley over the hills as the cold wind starts to blow. Oh, 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 I'm rolling, clouds rolling above her. Oh, oh, I'm rolling down that road to thunder. Shaking that ass and strutting your stuff, cause you know just what to do. Ooh la la la, ooh la la la, ooh la la la. She just fits. Scratch kitty where you're digging the roof and the teacher's all hot for you. Scratch kitty where you're making those grades. During lunch you made it through. Ooh la la la.
Hey, how you doing? Welcome. I'm Johnny Chadwick from Rough and Rude. And tonight my guest is the lovely Karina Sher, CEO of Ragebreed Records. Honey, how the hell are you doing?
I'm doing good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing marvelous. You are looking marvelous.
Oh, thank you. So did you have
So,
a good birthday yesterday?
oh my God, I'm still partying.
All good.
So wait a minute. There's a bunch of rumors. I want to get this straight now. I heard a bunch of rumors through the grapevines about this project you have going on. It's called
Of dreams.
Lake of Dreams. What's that all about?
So Lake of Dreams is a concept project, and it's basically an acoustic kind of gothic doom project that I was writing alongside Mindlapse, and I've been writing songs for it for a very long time, and I released the EP some time ago, and basically the EP is a concept EP because it's about a soldier and a druidess that fall in love, but the soldier's role is to kill witches, and she's a druidess, and the king doesn't allow pagans, people of magic in the lands. So she has to make a decision whether or not she can be with him and vice versa, but they don't know who they are initially, because he sees her pretty much naked in the waterfall bathing, and that's when he falls in love with her. And basically, like, so they don't see each other in their clothes or anything. So he basically bathes in the water as well, and they talk, and they get to know each other. There's this lovely bond going, and he visits her a few times, and then one day she puts her clothes on, and he sees the chain she puts around his neck, which is a pagan sign. And his heart just starts beating, and he thinks, oh my God, his role is to kill pagans and witches. He doesn't realise that she's a pagan witch or druidess. So she has a massive problem, because then she realises that he's, part of the king's hand who destroys people of her faith, and so they have to think about whether they want to be with each other, whether he should logically just kill her, whether she should allow him to meet her family, because she puts her whole, community in jeopardy and high risk. So she goes to a sage. So basically this relationship is on and off all the time, because they're battling with these problems, and he thinks it's easier if he just left her, and the king wants him to marry his daughter. So there's all these things going on. And then lastly what happens is she goes to a sage, and like a seer, if you like, and the seer gives her 3 cards, tarot cards, and consults a spirit. So the last song on the EP is called Ether, and Ether is representational of the spirits that come down and give her advice on what to do. So she has 3 choices of what she can do, and each card represents a Lake of Dreams album. So basically it means that if she goes for option 1, this will happen, option 2, this will happen, and those will be the 3 albums by Lake of Dreams. And not only this, it will be a film each, and it will be a book release possibly, or a series. So we are planning a very big project with that. It's going to be a very, very ambitious project, but I'm inspired by Tolkien, and so I'm kind of really big with the fantasy films. I mean, if you remember Willow, Legend, Conan the Barbarian,
I used to put on a towel and have a wooden sword. I was Conan, okay?
Oh, that's so cool. And that's the thing. I mean, it's like when I started this, I was really inspired by Opeth Damnation musically, and bands like Anathema, you know, and the very chilled kind of, you know, the gathering and typo negative and things like that. So I wanted to have something like a dark fantasy project, and I thought it was really cool because I thought it kind of touches on what we go through in this day and age with prejudices and how people who are in power, you know, can make choices like this that can, you know, hinder love. So there's quite a few different things in relation to that. But one of the secrets I want to tell you live is on the third album, she ventures into hell. So basically what it is about her facing her fears. And she goes through a waterfall into the cave, and there's this, like, it's going to have all the magical stuff in it. So like there's a mirror and there's a portal that opens up and she goes into hell.
Awesome.
Now,
Really?
that's going to be, yeah, it's going to be really
I got
cool.
goosebumps in my nipples and heart. Really.
So she goes through this portal, and the music for when she's in hell is going to be a Mindlapse album that we're going to be releasing.
That's badass.
Isn't it? So you're going to have brutal death metal.
Is it just going to be music? Just music or with lyrics?
Oh, it's going to have lyrics, yeah. So you're going to have like...
it's going to be this...
So it's going to be the album that Mindlapse are doing. So it's basically... What happens is, the imagery of this is when she goes... It's going to be very brutal, very horrific. So people have to understand that this isn't going to be for the faint-hearted. When she goes into hell, it's hell, you know? So the music that we're writing is about a person that she meets when she's in hell by a tree. And there's a big tree there, and she thinks it's got flowers on it, but it isn't. It's like embryos that haven't been born on the tree.
That's psychedelic.
Yeah. Like, there's some really fucked up shit going on there. So basically... So what we're going to do is, there's going to be loads of different souls she meets who has a story. And each soul that has a story will be a song by Mindlapse. So we're going to be doing a song by Mindlapse, brutal death metal, bit of doom in there, you know, so it's going to represent each soul that's in hell and their story. And yeah. I won't tell you too much because there's a reason behind it as well.
Okay, don't kid.
Yeah. But carry on, yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, because the thing is, there's a reason why she goes into hell, and you'll find out in the third film, but that will be the finale. And yeah, so we've got a really good plan of how we're going to fuse kind of Lake of Dreams and also Mindlapse into this film. And
that is right. And have you already started on the project, or?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
So we've started to write. We've started to write the new album. So Jimmy's been putting together the first musical part when, you know, like when she goes towards the stage and she gets all the spirits that come down and stuff like that. And it's a song called When Angels Call. And it's really beautiful. So you're going to find that some of the stuff is very kind of neoclassical. There's going to be a lot of prog stuff. There's going to be a lot of acoustic doom. There's going to be a lot of, you know, it's going to be really fucking cool. It's going to be like, you know, really epic. So, you know,
I can't wait. I can't wait. When is this supposed to be released?
Well, we're working on the album now, but I think it's probably going to be next year. If we can get it done this year, that'd be amazing. I've got a lot of songs written, so we're just trying to focus on how to record it, because it's just me and Jimmy for this project. And then we do want to find someone who can do keys and stuff like that, so we're going to have a look into getting some keyboardists. Or I can actually play keyboards anyway, so. But yeah,
there you go, girl.
Yeah, so yeah, it's a really ambitious project, and I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna take a lot of work to get it done.
It sounds like it's a big project. It sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah.
But I really can't wait to hear it.
Yeah, I know. I'm really, really excited. So there's a lot happening behind the scenes. So I've started to write the script for the series, and I've started to try and hire people for the actual, we're hoping that we can get it on Netflix and stuff like that once it's all done and dusted and I've got the actors and everything. So
That would be
yeah,
awesome.
yeah. So
Are you thinking about making like a theater out of it, or just a film in the beginning? Or first, it's the album, the book, the story with
yeah.
the music.
Yeah, so I think it's gonna probably. I think we're probably looking more. I mean, if it turns out to be a theatre thing, great. But I think for now we're looking more into film, series, that type of thing,
Okay,
and books and the
right.
music. So
Yeah,
yeah,
right. Oh, cool. It does sound awesome. I really can't wait. Karina, I can't wait to hear it. It sounds like a big, huge project you have on your
mhm,
hands. But
mhm.
hey, I is there any little title tunes we can listen to get nipples hard?
Yeah, so you can. So we recently released The Day After. That's a song which you can hear on Spotify, most downloadable sites as a digital release, and also the self-titled EP, which is Lake of Dreams. So that's available to stream and buy from Amazon and things like that. So
Okay.
iTunes, all that sort of stuff. We've got a hard copy of the CD, Lake of Dreams, and so that's the self-titled EP. That comes with a signed photo, and it comes as a hard copy, so it's a limited edition, and that's only £4.99 plus postage and
Oh,
packaging.
that's good prices. Really good price.
Yeah. So if anyone wants to buy it, yeah, they just have to go to www.ragebreed.bigcartel.com, and they'll get that, and they'll get the copy signed as well. They'll get a signed photograph and a signed EP as well.
I'm sending that. I want my autograph. So repeat. Could you repeat the website again?
Yeah, so it's www.ragebreed.bigcartel.
Awesome. Well, people, if you're out there, you're watching this, you need to order this because it sounds awesome. I got goosebumps. I got goosebumps. What else is coming up for Karina Share? What's going on?
So obviously we've got Mindlapse as well happening, but we're going to do a Facebook Live with the other two as well, Jimmy and Paul.
Wait a minute, real quick, honey. Something's wrong with the mic. I cannot hear you at all.
Can you hear me now? Can you
Now
hear
I
me?
hear. Now I hear you.
Yeah? Okay,
So
cool.
again, what's
So,
going on?
so with Mindlapse, obviously we're writing for that album,
Hmm.
and so we're doing Michael and Jimmy will be doing a Facebook Live next week, so we can talk more about that album then.
Okay.
But there's loads of things I've got I do, isn't there? So I'm writing a cookery book as well, and yeah, I'm doing sort of like some recipes and stuff like that, and I also do obviously I do Ragebreed, so there's a lot of stuff happening with Ragebreed. As you know, we've got the two new uh, shows. So we've got Eric from Misanthropic Records, and he's got a show called Sounds of the Underground. We've just affiliated with him. Also, we've just affiliated the Autopsy Report as well. So
Okay.
that's
Awesome.
yeah. So we're getting a
What's
lot
that
of
about?
affiliates. So the Autopsy Report is kind of like it's a radio show, but it's a obviously bands that are underground and stuff. So both the shows are quite underground based. I think the Autopsy Report do play a mixture of like well-known tunes as well. So,
Oh,
but I
cool.
know that. But I think Eric deals with the underground stuff, so it's a little
Yeah.
bit extra there. So yeah, it's really
No,
cool.
that's cool to get the people out a little bit,
Mm.
get them notarized. So, new band signed.
New band signed. So obviously we've got on the label currently as it stands. There's Mindlapse, Lake of Dreams, Incognito Theory. We've got Self-Imposed Exiled, Rough and Rude, and Ancient Sins. So they're the 6 bands that are on our label. There are bands that want to be on our label. We are getting a lot of people that want to be in it, but I just want to make sure that I don't overly bring in too much too quickly.
Yeah,
Because
right.
I want to make sure that I'm, having the correct amount of quality time for each band to spend on them, if that makes sense.
Exactly, yeah, the quality and quantity time, exactly.
Yeah, and once we get more people in, we can then bring on more bands and stuff. So at the minute, it's not that I don't want to bring them on, because there are a lot of bands actually that I'm interested in that I would like to bring on. But I think for now, I think I just want to focus on what we have, and then maybe a few months down the line, start looking at new signings when I've got the manpower, if that makes sense,
Right. Well, I heard about this one band, Rough Road. They're supposed to be pretty badass.
You are badass.
No, all the bands you signed, I've met. Well, we've talked, and I heard the music, and they all kick ass. I'm glad to be signed with your company, because I feel so warmed and welcomed. It's one big family.
Yeah.
And I love it. And tell you what, girl, you are the bad bitch in the business. You know what you're doing, and that's the main thing. And you are very, very fair to all the bands. I only hear good things about you. And I can't wait to hear your A Lake of Dreams. I'm telling you, I goosebumps, nipples are hard. We can put keychains, everything on my nipples now. But I want to hear. So any planned festivals, Ragebreed festivals?
Yeah, so we've got a Rage Fest, which is going to be it's basically it's a festival we do in England, but we are going to be looking at doing that in different countries as well. So because we've got our new group set up, a lot of people have been asking from each continent, can we have a Rage Fest there? And once I've got event managers in each country that I can, build trust with, then, we can look at doing something like that there. The other good thing is we've got Ragebreed live events, and obviously you guys are coming to England. Rough and Rude is coming to England. And
yeah, I heard you're coming. They're badass. I gotta get tickets for Rough and Rude.
So that's going to be great. That's going to be really cool. So, but we've got 4 shows booked at the Musician next year.
Awesome.
So that's going to be sort of like a quarterly thing that we do, and then obviously we'll have Rage Fest as well. So we've got a lot of shows in the pipeline. We'll be doing tours and such. Once I've got a few more booking agents in around the world really. I am looking for booking agents in each country who are of quality, that could get the job done.
Exactly.
No
blah blahs.
Yeah, exactly.
There's too many of them out there.
Yeah, very true. And we need to get people that are, basically full of action, right? We need people who are actively going to be doing what they're supposed to be doing. So I'm going to be getting a lot more booking agents in. And the future of what we're doing is great. And the other thing we're going to be doing is a Ragebreed recruitment consultancy. So we'll be doing Ragebreed graphic design services, and we're going to be basically putting up a recruitment agency globally for music business jobs around the world.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so that's something new that we're working on. That's a very ambitious project, so that'll take probably a few years. Well, not a few years, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Quite a lot to set up that. But the thing is, it's like, the way I see it is that there's a lot of alternatives out there that have got such great skill sets. And there's a lot of companies out there in music business that want to hire, and it would be a great opportunity for labels and people who have got the skill set there to get people working in an alternative environment.
Exactly. And especially if they're guided by you, it will be a very warm, fair environment.
Yeah, thank you. That's lovely.
Because a lot of, you know how it is, there's a lot of business in the music business. are cheats.
Mm.
The greed is taking over too much of their personality. And
Yeah.
and I've noticed that it's not in you. You are a band with the band. It's one big family, and that's why respect, girl.
Thank you.
You are top.
Yeah.
Anything going on? I heard with what's that? The Rage? No, what's it called? The Ladies of Metal.
Which
What
one,
do you
sorry?
do? What are you doing there with them?
Ragebreed Girls, you mean?
Yeah, Fran and her.
Savage Ladies of
I'm not.
Metal. Oh
I'm
yeah.
not going to say anything because I'm mad.
So
She won't let me become a savage
yeah.
lady.
Oh yeah. So basically, we've got a show coming up actually after this that will be launched on Ragebreed Radio. So we've got a show coming up for Savage Ladies of Metal after this broadcast. So I'll be putting it all together, whapping on Podbean, and it will be available to listen to through all the channels. That's the point actually. I wanted to mention this. Ragebreed Radio is now available on Spotify, Alexa, Amazon, YouTube, Deezer, as well as Alexa started talking. That's really funny. And because I said Alexa.
Yeah.
That's really funny. She's talking to me now. I'm like, oh god. But yeah, so all that, and then www.ragebreed.biz/radio. That's where you can hear it as well from our own site, and also through the Facebook.
That is awesome. And with the other sites, when does that start, or has it already started?
Yeah, so if you went to www.ragebreed.biz/radio, you will be able to hear basically all the episodes. Same with Spotify as well, from episode 1 up to now. So
Badass.
yeah, so it's all there.
So I heard in the hot seat that you have a new TV show coming out.
Yeah, so we've got In the Hot Seat, which is going to be absolutely hilarious, which you know about as well. So, yeah, we're launching that. So we're going to be launching that, I believe it's tomorrow actually, isn't it? Is it Friday tomorrow? Hang on, let me get the... No, Friday...
Yeah.
No, it's day after tomorrow.
Yeah, one thing is missing, exactly.
I know, the telemarketing thing. I will get it done. I will get it done.
I know, I believe you.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I know you have your hands full. You hardly have any elbow room to breathe. I know that. You are, like I said, you're a maniac. I don't know how you survive this stuff. You are all over the place doing everything. But you know what? In your hands, it's safe and it's working.
Yeah. Oh,
So, nipples are hard. I don't know what to say. That's all I can say. If my nipples get hard, then everything's A-okay. No, really. And I can't wait to do more stuff with Ragebreed.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. I'm really happy with what we're doing, and you know, it's all good.
Yeah.
It's really boomed, hasn't it? I mean, the amount of emails I'm getting, it's just
the positive feedback.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
It is. It's beautiful, isn't it?
I feel really good, you know, and people ask me, hey, when's the next show coming, the radio show? When can we see Russell Root and Dave Incognito? You're out there too, Dave? Everything's good? The guy, I love the guy. He's my brother. And no, you have good people on, and what I'm trying to say, it's all positive.
Yeah, definitely.
There's no negative coming in, except with the song from Russell Root. It was a negative, just some questions about Love You Like Cosby.
Oh yeah.
A few women wrote me, and I explained it to them because Love You Like Cosby is a song against rape.
Yeah.
You know, Bill Cosby was our number one uncle, television uncle in America, growing up with him, and you know, what was it called? Fat Albert, hey, and then he eats the Jello brand, Jello pudding. I'm Bill Cosby, eat this. You know, we grew up with him. But what happened? He turned out to be a dirty rapist. And I'm against it because a lot of friends of mine were raped, and it's sad. So, but this one woman, she wrote me, and I'm not going to mention her name, but she was also uh, uh, badly raped, and she's an organization. She wrote me, asked me questions about it, and I explained it to her, and she asked me, "Can I post the song?" And I said, "Yes, but please put a little brief notice in there what it's really about." And she said, "Yes, she will." So it's all positive. You know, we are Rough and Rude. We are here to help women. I mean, we need to find an organization for that.
Definitely. I mean, we do Ragebreed against bullying, and we've done some
Exactly.
against domestic violence, and you know, being a rape survivor myself as well. You know, it's something that I think people need to be aware of, and you know, it's not so much that we want to bring people down. We just need to highlight the issues that are going on in this world,
Yeah.
and make the world a safer place to say this is wrong.
Exactly.
This is not going to be tolerated. You know, and I'm a strong believer in self-defense. I'm a strong believer in women, you know, rising from the ashes from difficult situations. So,
Right.
you know, and one of the reasons why I set up Ragebreed Against Bullying was because there are so many people who have been on the receiving end of domestic abuse, violence, rape, things like that, even cyberbullying, you know, things that you don't think that can draw people to, you know, such a big low, you know.
Exactly.
It happens, you know.
They are mostly they're scarred for life, and they don't know how to deal with it. And I like to let the people know we are here for support if they need. Maybe we can guide the finger and say, let's try this or call this, or you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, what we're looking at doing on the Ragebreed Against Bullying side is we're looking at bringing in some voluntary counsellors and voluntary psychotherapists. So I am going to be building that up a little bit more into a charity, and for alternatives, people who have suffered, you know, at the hands of people who are very malicious, cruel, whether it be physical or emotional, abusive, you know, and you know, it's not right, and people need to be opening their eyes on that, you know, to see what's right and wrong. And I think we can only just be a positive influence to say this is wrong, but also not because the problem with the internet, the power of the internet, is people can talk lies about you, and all of a sudden people will believe it, and all of a sudden you can be losing people that you've known for a very long time. So this is a platform to say, this is my story, this is the truth,
Right.
This is what I've come, this is what I've you know, what I believe and stuff. And you know, we've helped a lot of people you know, tell their story on there. So in the magazine issue 1, if people have read Ragebreed Magazine issue 1, we've done a few, you know, LGBT things of there as well. We've done a video with Siobhan Mazet and Will Price regarding bullying in the LGBT scene. So we're trying to sort of make people realise that these things do exist. But what can we do as a society to become better as people? You know, how do we help each other shine rather than, you know, insult each other and bring each other down? You know, it's that kind of thing. Our mental health is so important.
Exactly.
And we have to protect it.
Exactly. No, I know how it is, because going through, not elementary, because I was the biggest kid there. I was Papa John. I was taking care of the little guys. But as soon as I went to junior high and high school, that's when they started bullying, you know, me, and, but it was hard. It was hard. But, yeah, and I had nobody there. You know, that's why. But we are here for people that kind of need help. we're not professionals, but maybe we can point them to the professional way.
Absolutely. And also the other thing that I do offer is life coaching. I am actually qualified life coach. So, if people are having problems with achieving their dreams or they've got certain goals, obviously, I do life coaching on there. The other thing is we want to bring in more qualified counsellors and psychotherapists. So
Good.
we are going to be looking out and reaching out for actual, people who, got degrees in counselling and psychotherapy. And I think that is going to be a really cool thing for our society, because I think sometimes people who are not in the alternative scene they find it hard to relate to the mainstream type of thing sometimes, and I think it will be really helpful to find people who are in the alternative culture and are able to have that trust there between each other and stuff. So
No, I found out a couple weeks ago, well, a couple days ago, as a matter of fact, and people are still talking about me. So I must be that interesting, you know what I mean? That I'm still in their heart, mind, and mouth. So I'm very interesting, I guess. They can't get me out of their mind.
yeah,
But that's okay.
But you know what though? Before, when it first started, when I started to go from that point of being sort of somebody who was not as known to someone who has become quite globally well known, that transition is so weird, because it's like you're not used to people talking about you, and they're talking about you like you don't have like like you don't have any feelings.
Right.
And it's like, and you're seeing stuff on pages and chats, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
why are people so involved
exactly.
in my life? Like, what? And some of the things they're saying, you're just cracking up, because you're like, where the hell did they get that from? And it's so funny to see it, because you're like, well, you obviously don't know who I am. But, this is how rumours can get started. So this is why I always say you don't have to fight every single battle, but things that are seriously wrong, you've got to be able to state your case and defend yourself.
Right.
I mean, most of the time, if they're like really stupid, silly stuff, it's just, what, it's always a step back.
Yeah, that's one thing that always bothered me. But, you have so many haters out there. And, dude, if you get to know me, let's go have a drink, a cocktail, or let's just sit there and talk, shoot the breeze together. And then you will know it's not true what you're talking about me. It's just the hate. And hate is ugly. And that makes a lot of people evil inside. And that's sad I feel sorry for them.
Yeah, I do. I do as well, because the thing is, it's like the way I see things, and I think people who are on your wavelength understand it, because I've always been somebody who likes to see other people shine, which is why I love to manage teams. That's why I do life coaching. It's why I love to help bands, because I can see their inner, it's like this inner ball of energy. That's all I can describe it. And you can see it shining when they're like performing. They're in their element. That's what they're supposed to do. And, if I can help people, whether it's playing live, whether it's putting them on a radio show, whether it's, I feel like that is my purpose, to try and help people like that. So it's like, and people can make up all these strange ideas about you, about what you're about, and you're just like looking at it going, you really have no idea who I am. Like,
I sat there, I heard stories, I'm saying, really? I did that? I did all of that? It's funny as shit. No, but like you said, at least being there and supporting other bands, or my old ex-guitarist, Axel Byrne, love you, brother. He plays in a hardcore speed metal band. Hey, I go to his concerts because I wish him well, and I see him. He sees me, because we've been playing years and years, and I see that he looks at me and he's shining, and it makes me feel good to see my buddy up there shining. There's no bad blood.
Exactly. And that's the thing, when you have a heart that can be happy for others, that is the best kind of person that you can meet in your life, because there's so many people that want to bring you down, or they make themselves feel better by putting you down, or and it's so nice to meet people who want to cheer each other on. Like what we do in Ragebreed. Like Dave will say to you, "Oh, dude, you're so cool," and you'll go to Dave, "Yeah, man, your stuff's really good." And
Yeah, but excuse me, but Dave he overdoes it sometimes. I love the man, but you know what? He wants some favors from me. No, I'm kidding. No, love you, Dave. I know he's watching.
He will be. I mean, and the thing is, though, it's like what's nice is if everyone can help each other shine, then everyone wins.
Yeah.
So my philosophy has always been rise together.
Exactly. Exactly.
I mean, I remember a few years ago, well, when we still do them, they're Ragebreed VIP cards, and what I did is try and get promoters around the Midlands to do discounts for Ragebreed card holders, and the reason for that was so if they could get in half price or a couple of quid off, it would encourage people to go out, to these gigs, and maybe try 2 or 3 rather than just one, because it just means that you're working collectively as a unit to try and help not just yourself but others as well, because I don't want to be in competition with anyone. I want to help everybody else gain business. Even when I put my club night on, say for example, we would go to like 2 or 3 different places prior, just to bring in that business. So we'd have a crowd of us going to all these places. We even did interviews in other places so they would get some recognition. And then after the club night, we'd even go to another place and sit in there till 6 o'clock in the morning, or 4 o'clock, whenever it was, and then have an after party. So, we always try to help, and that has always been my underlying goal for everything.
Yeah. Well, the last gig before Corona hit, we opened up for this one band. They were called Rolling Bones, really badass band. And like an hour before we were on the stage, I took a walk outside, smoked a cigarette, and there were a few kids. They couldn't get in because they didn't have any money. I said, "You guys come to watch the show?" "Oh, God, we would really love to, but kids today." And I said, "Come here, you're my guest." So I put them. I love that because they're our future. They're going to be our future musicians. And they loved the show, and both shows we opened up for Rolling Bones, and they loved Rolling Bones. And after the show, they came and said, "Dude, thank you, bro. It was really nice of you." And they never forget that, and I never forget that. And that's what I did mostly before gigs starting. Well, I used to do that way back in the 80s and 90s. Always walk around for kids who didn't have money to get in. I said, "Take this guy's in," Sure. We're not going to be millionaires in this business anyway, but we're going to have fun doing it.
Damn straight.
Fucking A.
Yeah. I mean, just see how it goes. I mean, you put in the hard work. If it flows, it flows. If you become successful, excellent. It's a plus, but it has to be the passion driving you. And as long as you've got the passion driving you, then, it's all good.
See, and as big as I am, I'm a softie. Every time at the end of the gigs, we take our final bow, and the people are really cheering because you're on the stage, you're working with the people, and you see their eyes, and they're giving you the expression because they're mimicking your face when I'm playing. I'm making retard faces, okay? but I look and they're mimicking me, and after the show, I get that powerful hour of feedback. I cry on the stage. I take my bow, I have to run off the stage. So I feel like a little sissy, but I don't care. That's rock and roll. That's a true feeling of rock and roll.
Yeah, definitely. I remember some of the best moments that I've had live has been probably Rock City. And I remember in 2001, you're talking now, I remember the first Rock City show Mindlapse ever played, and we were in we were on stage and everything, and everyone was like, "Encore, encore," and there were people in the room standing on tables to see us. The whole place was packed. We had people standing on tables, and we had a mosh pit going, and you know, it was fantastic. We offloaded so many CDs that night, and but they were like encore, and we played all our songs that we'd already done.
Yeah.
And we're like, what are we gonna do? Because we've not. So we just played one song again. We were just like, well, let's just play Love I Hate, you know. And everyone went wild. It was so good. And
That is so beautiful.
It was wonderful. And then I remember at the end of it, it was so funny because it was our first proper paid gig. And we were so happy because, you know, like, we're like, oh my God. And, you know, like when, because we'd got 4Ks in Kerrang, and so we were quite buzzing about that anyway. And then obviously then we started to play like venues like Rock City. And it was that feeling of real, oh my God, people love what we're doing. And that energy that you have on stage is just so incredible, isn't it?
That's beautiful. I know. I know. Right before Corona hit, my two boys, they're 24 and 21 now, but they came to see Dad the first time because I quit the music business because I raised my kids on my own. But they were in the audience, and this one song is called Twister. I used to sing, play bass and sing. That was weird because I can't chew gum and walk at the same time. But if I start a song correctly, the song I don't forget. But I started Twister wrong, and I didn't know the lyrics anymore. And it was so sweet. My two boys trying to throw me the words, you know, lip syncing. But I couldn't see because I had the lights in my eyes. But it was so cool. We laughed our ass off, and it's cool. That's all rock and roll. It's a fuck up show, but it's a beautiful feeling. Getting all that positive feedback back. That's why I'm doing this.
You know how you're talking about your eyes when all the smoke's there? I've got a really funny story about this. So we played in London, and it was a venue called the Red Eye in Camden. And what was really funny was at the last song, they blew loads of smoke into my eyes. And you know, like how you have that. And my eyes had an allergic reaction. And I started to cry. Now, bear in mind, I was really wearing heavy makeup like Alice Cooper.
Alice Cooper.
Yeah, like, you know, that's what it looked like. Like, I was literally like, because it really had a big allergic reaction. And what happened was, what was really, really funny was our guitarist swung his guitar and it hit my bass player on the head. And then all of a sudden, his guitar dropped into two pieces on the last song.
Oh, fuck.
Now, you imagine being in the audience, right, and you see this, and it looked like it was a staged thing.
Yeah.
Right? And so when we came off stage, all these people went, oh my God, it was so powerful when you started to cry. They thought I was actually crying. It was an allergic reaction. And I was like, oh fuck. So I was just like, okay. And then they were like, yeah, but the bit when the guitar went in half, that was so cool. Oh my God, that is just like so badass. And we were just looking.
Your stage shows are awesome.
And Gaz was like crying, goes, look what's happened to my guitar, you know, but all these people thought it was like a show. So they're like going, that was amazing, coming up to us, can we have an autograph? And we were just crying and laughing. We were like, oh my God. I was like, I'm sitting there, my eyes are simmering because of like, I got an allergic reaction with the smoke. And I'm sitting there going, I can't even see anything, let alone sign an autograph. You know? It was so funny. I look like something out of like Alice Cooper, seriously. My eyeliner was all over my face. And because I rushed into the bathroom because my eyes were hurting, they thought that was really rock star because they were like, oh my God, she's crying, she's upset. Because it was so, she was like, no, I've just had an allergic reaction. It was so funny. But yeah, so it was I just remember listening to these people and they were like, it was so cool when you did this, and I was thinking, if only I knew that I had an allergic reaction.
It's so badass. We had
stuff like that on the road though.
We had a gig in the 80s, We were called at the time Violent Touch, and we were a really cool local band. We played in this concert hall where Tiger Tail was supposed to play that night, but somehow they called it off, and nobody heard about it that Tiger Tail's not playing. So we packed the place. Well, we did. Tiger Tails did, but they weren't there that night. So anyway, it was a nice packed concert hall, and we had these huge stages next to the drums, and it had a ramp going down. And I'm stupid. I'll fall over my own feet. I can't inline, no rollerblading, no skateboarding. I'm glad I can tie my shoe and walk. Anyway, I had these brand new cowboy boots. Back then they were in, and the ramp was wood. With leather wood, you will slide like a bitch. And they didn't put a rubber mat. So I take the first step. Our intro is running. Okay, here we go. This is it. I take the first step. I want to walk down the ramp. Really cool. But I slide down the ramp. And I'm looking, while I'm sliding, I'm looking at my guitar player, and he's looking at me with big eyes. He knows this big, jolly, big man with the bass is going to bust ass. But I slid down like, boom, and I landed perfectly like it was. The script was written for me, I swear to God, I changed my slip and everything. That did it. I'm gonna fall, break the bass, get my period at the same time. But it was badass. We had a badass show, so it was really cool.
That's so cool, yeah.
And the people, they didn't even bitch about that Tiger Tails didn't even play. And Tiger Tail was back then a pretty badass band. So, well, honey, is there anything you want to promote?
Just for everyone to go to Ragebreed TV on YouTube, check out obviously the Lake of Dreams CD, and if you want
I will.
That's so cool. And also, Haunted is now by Mindlapse is on Spotify, so if you want to check that out, you can do. It's available to buy. So is the album Forgotten Memories of Past Lives. And basically support Ragebreed, join our groups, check out our pages,
Yes, please do.
Lake of Dreams will be obviously working on material, so we're going to be doing behind the scenes stuff, we're going to be filming stuff, so there's going to be a lot of stuff happening on that front as well. So yeah, all good. So, but next time what we'll do is we'll have a chat with Jimmy as well, but he's not here at the moment, so we can find out a little bit more about his influences. But
yeah, sure.
Soon. Yeah.
I hope I'm invited.
Of course you're invited.
We always have a good time, don't we, sweetie?
Damn straight.
Yeah, fucking A. Because it's rock and roll and it's Ragebreed.
Damn straight.
So, I'm not going to say a word about Rough and Rude. We'll save that for other time.
You can say something about Rough and Rude. Go on.
Well, Rough and Rude is going into the studio. We're coming out with a new album. It's called Road to Thunder. It's a badass. It's going to be really good. It's strictly rock. Yeah. Nipples are hard again. But we'll talk about that another time. And I cannot wait to be on the billing with Ragebreed in England, because you and I, Mademoiselle, we're going to go out and we're going to get shit-faced and make the town unsteady. Do you have a good lawyer?
Oh, God. Probably will need to get one in advance.
Oh, we should. I got a good friend, but now we got to get him out of jail then. But anyway, honey, it was great talking to you.
Thank you so much for the interview, lovely.
You are a sweetheart, and stay the way you are.
I will do.
People in TV, radio land, Johnny Chadwick from Rock and Rude, this beautiful woman, Karina A Sher from Ragebreed, Lake of Dreams. I can't wait. The fantasy, I'm going to have sweet dreams tonight.
Aww.
Cheers, honey. Here's to you.
Thank you.
We out of here. Bye, baby.
Bye, Hen.
Darkness closes in. I am feeling lost again. I run through the forest, feeling nature once again. Ooh, the patterns of my mind. When I was left behind, the patterns of my mind. It's always wisdom that I find. The water's coming in, feeling the lake is healing me. I thank the universe, my dreams become reality. Ooh, the patterns of my mind. When I was left behind. The patterns of my mind. It's always wisdom that I find.
So that was an exclusive of Lake of Dreams, the self-titled song that's going to be coming out in May. So do look out for that. So I hope you've enjoyed this session of Ragebreed Records bands. The one thing I wanted to talk to you guys about as well is we are having new signings coming up in April. So 2 of those bands will be Horse of Troja and Second Place, and that's from a guy called Perty, who is from Europe, and we will be signing those guys onto our label as well. There's been a hell of a lot of bands ask to be part of the label, but I'm going to be honest with you guys that I need to have more manpower before I bring more bands on. I would love to sign all of you, but I just cannot, just bring loads of people on and then not be able to deliver. So the thing is, because I do Ragebreed as not, as many different services, I'm, the label is one part of it. So we don't function in the same way as most labels do. Most labels will just be the label, whereas Ragebreed is a media hub as well. We're entertainment. We do so many different things that you'll be able to see in the magazine as well. And it's a very big project and it needs a lot of people on board with it. So we are at the moment a seed in its growth stages, if that makes sense. We're trying to build that seed, water it to grow, but we need the right people in, and we need people that are productive and are going to do what they're supposed to be doing. So, we've got a great team behind us at the moment. We have a great Ragebreed family. We're going to be doing a lot more training this year to get everyone up to scratch and trained up and everything. And also, we are bringing newbies in as well. So, a lot of change will be happening this year. But I have to say, I'm very, very proud of the bands on the label at the moment. They're doing ever so well. And don't forget that we are going to be doing a tour later on this year, including Ragefest as well. So we are going to be looking at getting that done later on this year. What we may do is just do a one-dayer rather than 3 days, but we're not sure yet. We'll let you know. It's just purely dependent on the venue and costs and finances and things like that. So, but we will keep you updated. In the meantime, if you are a band and you want to play Ragefest, please understand that we do not pay for things like travel and accommodation. So we won't be doing that. But we do pay band fees, for example, if they're signed. Now, the other thing is, when it comes to Ragefest this year, we do have the same submission process as before. So that website will get updated in the next few weeks, and we will be putting some more updates on there once I've secured the venue and the date. So if you do want to perform, you can go through the process at www.ragebreed.net, and we will let you know what the date and venue is for this year. So all good things happening. We also have Ragebreed Club Night coming up at some point as well, but we will keep you all updated through our social media sites. Do like the Ragebreed page, Ragebreed Magazine page, follow all our groups and pages, add us on Instagram. The most important thing for us right now, if you could please, if possible, subscribe to Ragebreed TV, that would be a massive, massive help. And also listen to our radio, follow us on radio, and we feel like, we've grown so much. I was looking at our stats yesterday, and we're like over 4,000 downloads. That's fucking ridiculous. Pardon my French. But yeah, like, whoa, that's fucked. Like, the thing is, like, I know that we are growing. It's just that it's such a nice surprise when you see it, because you're like, we're over 4,000 already. Like, that's so cool. It shows that you guys are listening, and that means the world to me. It's a big deal. I really do care about people that support us. I care about my bands. And, if I do anything wrong, I like to discuss it and try and move on from it and things like that. And vice versa. But it's one of them things, isn't it? Like, I think with everything, when it comes to relationships and things like that, or like friendships or commercial, friendships, or whatever you want to call them, affiliations, things like that. you've just got to be very transparent. You've just got to be real. You just got to be yourself. You just have to be direct and honest. That's what I'm about. A lot of people know that about me. They know that I'm not one of these people that will dilly-dally around stuff. I'm very straight talking. Um, if it needs to be said, it needs to be said. And it's not everything that I say and do is not for bad intent. It's to either be truthful because, say, something has been said about me which is untrue, so I correct it and make it right. But I won't tolerate or accept abusive treatment, and that's something that has taken me a very long time to master. And especially when it comes to boundaries, it is hard. And I do face 5 conditions, so I do rage breed knowing that I have conditions and things like that. um and I'm very, very happy that people have been patient with me, because you imagine that I'm going through daily bullying and harassment and things like that, but then I've got my conditions on top. So sometimes I'm going to be okay, sometimes I feel a bit shitty, basically. And because my blood pressure goes up quite a bit, then I have to look after myself. And I really do believe in looking after yourself. And I do take breaks. I'm not always on the computer, but if, say, I've got a deadline to meet, I'll be more so on the internet than usual. But saying that, I am so fucking happy with you guys. Like, thank you so much for supporting us. Thank you to all my team. Thank you to the bands. Thank you to the bands we're going to sign. Thank you for our affiliations. Huge shout out to Zach from Metal Devastation PR. He has been an absolute legend. He's been great to work with. He's worked for like different bands for our magazine as well. So I've put them in Ragebreed Magazine issue 2. He's done some work for our label as well. And I'm very, very happy with him. I do recommend Metal Devastation PR, guys. The guy is clued up. He knows what he's doing. He's sending out emails daily, and they're very, very supportive people, which is what you want. So yeah, so guys, literally, I'm going to love you and leave you, and I just want to say thank you for listening tonight. And do go and check out Ragebreed Magazine when it is out. And those of you that want to support us and help pay for our costs, and you want to buy the 2 compilation CDs that come with the magazine, then do go to www.ragebreed.bigcartel.com and it will get delivered to you. So yeah, all good. So thank you so much. Take it easy. Keep it metal. Keep it Ragebreed.